Hey guys, hang on a second. I was having some technical difficulties. It updated the software and I couldn't get on, so I had to do some backpedaling. Hang on, I'm going to see if this is actually working. Um, yep, all right. I do see myself. Let me position over here. All right. So it does look like everything is working, and I know I'm doing this early. I have to go out. So, this is about an hour early, so I apologize. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just jump into it. I just wanted to welcome you to the 5 Minute Friday-ish. Um, my goal is that every Friday at noon this week, I'm doing it an hour earlier, just because I have a few things I need to run out and do. But the goal is to every Friday just touch on something like real estate, note related, real estate investing, private money, retirement, and things like that. That way, it'll make you a better investor. Help get you to understand, help you understand mortgage notes more specifically, and also real estate investing. But in this topic today, I want to cover collateral files, what's actually inside, and why it matters, and why note investors must know what they actually need to know before sending money. Oh, hang on a second. Let me click on this. Go to the next screen. Just to let you know, I say this every time, and I just want to make sure that I touch on this again. I am not a financial planner or CPA. This video is for educational purposes only. Please consult a qualified professional for advice. Please, anytime somebody gives you any type of information, always verify it. Always run that through a qualified professional, like your CPA, your attorney, or a financial planner, somebody that's going to help you with your particular goals, needs, and wants. So just please, anytime, any information that you get from anybody, just always take it to a qualified professional, so that way they can help you. And so this topic, it's collateral files with note investing and things like that. So what is a collateral file? So it's a paper trail actually behind the note. It provides the borrower, it proves the borrower owns the debt, protects your investment in court, and bottom line, no file, no deal. If they cannot provide a file to you, just walk away, because it is not worth it. So why it matters: you're not just buying cash flow, you're buying legal rights. Missing docs, like I said before, missing docs equal a big risk. Just totally walk away from it if you can't get it resolved. A complete file backs your claim if the borrower stops paying. So what should be inside? Well, they typically within like note investing, within notes, if you're buying mortgage notes, you should get the original promissory note, the recorded mortgage or deed of trust, all the allonges, and all the assignment of mortgages from the start of the note into the point that you bought it. So if there's like if you're the fifth person buying this note, there needs to be four allonges, and in this, like this, if we're doing mortgages, there needs to be four assignment of mortgages now, and then five to you, the final one, right? So you have to have all of that in place. If there's something broken, like if there's a lost note, or the mortgage, you have to file like a lost note affidavit in order to get that fixed. As long as you have the original one, like, recorded, you can get that lost note. But just please always just do your due diligence on this. You have to have pay history or a payment ledger, title report if available. A lot of times when I buy these notes, they don't have a title report. The more complete the package, the safer the deal. So example, here's just the note deal that that I just recently done. On the left here, you see the assignment of the assignment on the note, or it's called the allonge. And then on the right, it's an assignment of mortgage. So that, well, like I was saying before, if you're the fifth person in this deal, you need to make sure there are four other assignment of mortgages, and also assignment of the allonges, the assignment of that promissory note. So if there's something broken, you need to reach out to that seller and get it fixed. So that way, if things go bad, you have legal footing to foreclose on that note to take that property back. So all of that matters. So red flags to watch out for: handwritten edits. I've seen that. Just be careful. Missing signatures, gaps in assignments. I see more of the gaps within like the Allonges and things like that, and those are easily um, corrected. So that way, you can just, like I said, just go ahead and just do your due diligence. Make sure you have all the Allonges, all the assignments. And now, if you're doing a contract for deed, the assignment of beneficial interest, and then also the deeds. So you need to make sure that you have everything from the point that the note was originated to the point that you're buying it. Unrecorded documents, and always review before funding, and then what to do before you buy. Ask for the collateral file up front. If you do not know how to go through these files, please, you can just book a time with me, talkwithlarryhoffman.com. I can help you through them. Or you can hire a residential mortgage loan originator, an RMLO, or an attorney, or there are doc services out there that you can hire that can help you review those. But typically, like an RMLO, an attorney, or even like another note investor, they'd be able to help you with that as well. And then don't assume. Always verify everything. Please, just don't trust, but or what's the old Ronald Reagan saying? Trust but verify. So just do your due diligence on this. It looks like my bullet points are janky. So some takeaways: if you're first time working with the seller, hire an attorney to hold the funds. A note is only as strong as the paperwork behind it. Protect yourself with a solid collateral file. And lastly, savvy investors always check what's inside before they write a check. And then the big thing is, if this is the first time that you're going to buy a note from a particular seller that you haven't dealt with, just hire an attorney, an escrow service that'll hold the money, and then they'll collect the collateral files. They'll make sure everything is on the up and up. So when you do your due diligence, you can wire the money to the attorney. Obviously, that's going to cost you a little bit more, but they'll hold the funds. And then once you give the okay, you get the collateral file, everything checks out okay, then you can go ahead and instruct that attorney to wire that money over to the seller. I haven't had this happen to me personally, but I've heard of people wiring the money over to the seller without really doing the due diligence on the note. And once that seller gets that money, I'm not saying everybody's like that, but in this particular case, once that seller got that money, that was the last time they really heard from them. And just always do your due diligence on this, right? Just like I was saying before, this is the first time doing a note deal. Hire an attorney to hold the funds, the escrow. They have to be set up to hold escrow, so that way they can transfer the funds and things like that. But just do your due diligence. And then lastly, if you have any questions about this, just please feel to reach out to me. You can schedule a time with talkwithlarryhoffman.com. Just book a 30-minute call with me. Or you can shoot me an email, larry@ljhinvestments.com, or just, that's my cell phone right there, 513-301-1468. Just give me a call. We could book something. So if you had a question about, you're looking at a note, and you don't really quite understand how to, look at all the assignment of mortgages, the Allonges, the deeds, there's a lot within or even like just going over the pay history and things like that. So all of that matters on these collateral files. Hang on a second, let me move back here. So if you have any questions, just book that. Here, let me move this over here, sorry. If you have any questions, just go ahead and book a time with me, talkwithlarryhoffman.com. I'll be more than willing to walk you through it. If like any of the collateral files, or even if you have questions about just note investing in general, just please feel free to book a time with me. And I think that's it. Sorry, once again, I know I'm doing this an hour early. I have another commitment at noon that I need to get to. And then earlier this morning, I was having all types of problems with the service with streaming, just because they updated the the software, and it's not working with my version of Mac, so I had to revert back to the older version, and it was still janky trying to get everything working. So in any event, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, send me an email, call me, or book a time here, Larry Hoffman, talkwithlarryhoffman.com. All right, guys, I think that's it.